The treatment started with a neck dissection where my neck was cut open and they removed 12 lymph nodes. Cancerous cells were found in 4 of them, but thankfully the cancer hadn't spread anywhere else in my body. I should say at this point that one of the side effects of my cancer is that my salivary glands were destroyed, so I have to sip water quite regularly to keep my mouth moist. So, after my neck dissection, I then had a feeding tube inserted in my stomach because I was told that my throat would swell and I'd been unable to eat. So the feeding tube was there just in case I needed it, and I was certainly glad that it was. My radiotherapy and chemotherapy started in February 2014. I had daily radiotherapy for 6 weeks, and at the same time I had weekly chemotherapy. The side effects of both had a significant impact on my life, not just my life but also that of my wife. It's important to stress that cancer isn't something that just impacts on the patient but also the patient's immediate family and friends. So, 6 weeks of radiotherapy and weekly chemotherapy, my throat quickly became very inflamed to the degree where I could no longer swallow, I could no longer eat, and for a time I couldn't talk either. That was all very challenging, and at that point I was glad that I had my feeding tube. It's very important when going through that kind of treatment that you maintain your fitness as best you can so that you can cope with the effects of the treatment. So I had to try and achieve 2,000 calories a day. Anything at all I could do to achieve those 2,000 calories were acceptable. At this point, all kinds of thoughts of healthy eating go out of the window, and you just concentrate on what you have to do to maintain your 2,000 calories. However, at the end of my treatment, a couple of months after my treatment had finished, because there is a residual effect to the radiotherapy and the chemotherapy, I began to improve. I then started to go to Macmillan Move More exercise classes at Dundee University, and that played a significant impact in helping me to recover from the effects of my treatment.